yards there. Now third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Eagles will have it taking over a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. His throw incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out here. I am having a big-time performance. I'm playing at a big-time level. Just keep throwing me the football.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And now running right through him. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nice move by Lewis. Just under 2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Brady. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they try the right side here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down following the run. Off the toss, Lewis. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Back to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with 9 seconds remaining, and the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Now still down one. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Now Dion Lewis to return. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw, Brady. Looking deep now for Amendola. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler Gostkowski. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And that changes everything here in OT. And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion...
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, and he cuts it right and into space. 20, 10, and he brings it back to the house. It's a